Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. My name is Anu, and I am your psychic tarot reader. Today, we're going to do spirit messages. This is by far my absolute favorite readings, just cleansing the space for you, a little bit for everybody. If you're a returning subscriber, oh my goodness, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you are new, welcome. If you came to this video, there's definitely going to be something for you in here. So, let's get started. Remember to subscribe for my newbies and, of course, like, subscribe, share, whatever you feel fit. Let's get started. This is, as I said, one of my favorites. It's the most fluid reading. I use about like 6 or 7 oracle decks and tarot to really see what spirit wants to tell you. Okay, so let's get started. Go ahead and choose either 1, 2, or 3, any of those numbers, and I'll bring up the crystals. And sometimes if you're not able to decide, feel free to just watch them all. You're gonna get some message for you in there. But let's see. The first one here is this beautiful green. I'm not good with crystal names, so I'm drawn to colors and auras. That's my thing. So this is number 1. If you're drawn to this one, I know, rose quartz, which is the pink. It's a beautiful pink. Look at the density, how it varies across. So this is number 2. And then we have kind of a very interesting stone here, just like a two-tone green and cream ivory, whatever it is. I don't know the names. So go ahead and make a pick, and we're going to get started with group number 1. These are general, these are for the collective. So, we're channeling for a very, very large group of people. So take what resonates and let's see what spirit has to tell us. So, um, let's draw the very first card, which I like to use. This is oh my God, totally blanking out on this right now. The Mystical Shaman Oracle. Okay, this is by far, I can't say by far my favorite because I have so many favorites. But this is what sets the theme for the message. Okay, so we have the Serpent. It is number 46 that reduces down to a 1, right? 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 is endings, and 1 is beginnings. So I want you to take a look at this card. This is really a time of transformation if you pick this pile. The serpent is the life force of Mother Earth, the coil serpent of the Kundalini, brings passion and healing and renewal. And the serpent really reminds us of shedding the past, the way the serpent sheds their skin, tired, old skin. That's what serpents do, or snakes do. So the power, if think about this, the coil. The power of the Kundalini is rising. If you understand chakras, it's kind of rising through your chakra system and kind of gently asking you to embrace its mystery. It is really asking you, the spirit is asking you to shed your old skin or things or patterns that you may have been, I don't want to say attached to, but you may have been comfortable with, or you may have been used to doing things a certain way. It's time to let that go. It's time to embrace the vulnerable. It's time to take a fresh perspective and experience some fresh things in your life. So trust the wisdom of the serpent, to transform your energy. So there's nothing to fear. It's like really a transformative time for you. So let's see what other oracle messages we have. To be fair, number 38, this really talks about, if you see the scales over here, it's about balancing. It's about balancing the heart and the mind, the light with the shadow side. Again, also understanding that, let me see, what does it have here? So fortune cookie and a pearl? So I don't know, I don't know what the analogy is with this. This is so interesting. I never noticed this before. So I don't know, things, this is luck. Both of these are very fortunate. I don't know. And then there's like a owl up here that offers the wisdom right on her crown. I don't know if you can see. Now, This again boils down to a two. This is all about balance. This is all about learning the art of yin and yang and also understanding every action is going to have a reaction. So this is also a little bit connected to karma. And one thing we forget sometimes is like our own karma we create for ourselves. And I'm getting that because with the snake, regenerative and transformative energy, or the serpent energy, what message I'm channeling right now for quite a few of you is like you haven't been giving yourself enough. You've been giving others, and that's your self karma, right? If you think about it, as a soul, you incarnated on this planet to live this life. So your real purpose is actually to let your soul thrive. But when you're not giving yourself that love, you're kind of creating an imbalance for yourself, right? This is not about others. Most people, at least people who watch my channel, I know I put the intention. You're mostly kind and generous of heart and resources, whatever, really kind to others, but often forget ourselves. So that's what it's saying. It is time to balance things out for yourself and really know that, if you keep giving from your cup, there's not going to be much left behind. So you got to balance it out. You got to take care of yourself as well. So let's see. There may be something around. Look, so this is six is progression, it's succession, it comes after changes. So again, it's after some major changes or you're heading into some changes. Um, if there has been something you've been trying to get, if there are, let's say, a goal, this could be, for example, if let's take, for some of you, I'm getting a career that you've been trying to go after the same thing over and over again, and as soon as you reach really close, it just eludes you, it slips away. So it's the same pattern over and over, and that's what this card really tells us, that it's time to stop chasing that, to stop chasing the familiar goal that you may have thought was really good for you, but Spirit is saying that's not for you. We have something much better lined up for you. So open up, transform, shed that old pattern, and open up to the new, because this is literally God's rejection is God's protection. That is the best interpretation of it, I can tell you. But this is Spirit really telling you it's time to balance out, give yourself self love, take a different perspective, and know that whatever you're trying to chase, that this one goal that you're trying to chase, the reason you're not reaching it is because it's really not for your highest good. It may be a very short term gain, but this is not going to help you grow as a soul, right? Okay. Yeah, these are going to be deep, guys. Okay, these readings tends to be a little deep. So there you go. Explore your options. That's what Archangel Michael is telling you. And there's a little prayer here, but really tells about, having, uh, kind of thanking Archangel Michael. And let me just read this for you. Dear God, or, replace it with Source, Universe, Divine Energy, whatever you believe in. Thank you for your wisdom and love, helping me see, understand, and assess all of my alternative options. Please guide me in the best direction for my health, happiness, and life's purpose. So this is again, explore. This is not the only option for you. You must explore. And I think this is also like going back to balancing and giving yourself some self-love care. A self-care is spend more time outdoors. Sorry, I'm trying to like avoid the glare for you guys. But spend time outdoors, you will get motivation, you will get some relaxation, and kind of like enjoy connecting with Gaia, connecting with Earth. It's going to bring you more inspiration and actually like just take you away from this one thing, okay? All right, so you say it's clear your space and passion. So clear your space is Archangel Jophiel saying, get rid of the clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. Now, for some of you, this would be a straightforward clear your space. But for most of you, because the way I'm channeling it, and this is really from a spiritual perspective, from a soul perspective, this is about connecting with nature and clearing your mental space, your mental body, your mental energy, your energetic body. That's what you're being called to clear up. because there are some for lack of a better word, like stuck energies in your body. You know, you may be kind of stuck on certain ideologies or certain goals that you're following, and you need to clear that out. You need to transform, you need to shed that. It's very, very clear because what you've been trying to chase is constantly getting away from you. Okay, so that's what it's saying. It's like clear your space, connect with nature, and see what comes forward. Okay, and then you have Archangel Haniel saying passion. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. So for some of you, if some of you this is about love, and this comes up as not for you, I know it can be really heartbreaking. It can be really disappointing, right? It's like, I really thought this was my soulmate. But I'm here to tell you, you'll have many soulmates in your life, and they come at different times. They come at a time when we need to learn something from them, and they need to learn something from us. So, you know, throughout your life, you'll see you'll have your best friends when you were in elementary school, and then you know your soulmates change. Even if you don't move, even if you're in the same, let's say, like I'm thinking of that school time, right? If you stay in the same neighborhood and you grow up there all your life, you will still see a pattern of your friends change over time. And friends are soulmates too, right? So people come into our lives at different times so we can learn from them and we can teach them certain things. And this is like, you know, if there's some people or some relationships that you've really been trying to manifest and those people are not just like, you know, kind of matching your vibration, then they're not for you. Okay, you have outgrown those people. As you grow and transcend, right, spiritually, or you know, you change. We all change over time. And along that path, you will have people that you will leave behind. You will go and find a new soul tribe. So this is what this is. It's like, you know, like trust and follow that renewed passion in your love life and career or whatever area of life this may be, because um, really, this is a major time of change, not just within you, not just within you here, but also around you. So the souls, the people around you, there is going to be a change. There is going to be a shift. And those who mean you well, those who truly, honestly, you know, want you to thrive in life, those are the ones who are going to stay around with you at this moment. Okay? Whew. Wow, this is deep. Okay, let's see what tarot has to say. So it is time for rest. You have, oh, the lighting is so bad. I'm sorry. So you have the Four of Swords. Okay, the Four of Swords is a card of meditation, rest, rejuvenation, relaxation. Spend time outdoors, indoors, clear your mental body, your energetic body. It is time to meditate. And again, you don't have to actually meditate if you don't believe in that. That's totally fine. Whatever meditation means to you. You know, do you want to go for a hike? Do you want to put on your dancing shoes? Do you want to play some music? You want to, you know, just like dance around your house? Anything that brings you back to yourself. Okay, that is the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is giving yourself time. Um, and then once you're rested, that's when you can think and strategize. Where do I want to go next? So this is the Seven of Swords, okay? And this is like you are still figuring things out as to where you want to go, and that's why you're holding things too close to your heart. You're not ready to like share it out openly right now because you're still figuring out. It is a time of change. Nobody has all the answers in the first go, so it's going to take some time, and that's where connecting with nature and having a clearer space is gonna really help. And once you do that, look what comes out. The King of Wands, right? The King of Wands is all about passion. The salamander here is about growth. It's about major, major growth. And this is the spark of creativity, of passion. It is the light, it is the fire. Okay, after you rest up, you will see the spark, this new fire that's gonna like drive you forward, push you forward. And again, mind you, this is a king. This is a king, okay? So it's a very elevated, mature energy where you will come into such solid understanding as to what is going to light you or light your fire for the long term. Really, really beautiful. Oh my God, group one. Whew, I need a breather. So that's, oh my God. Yes, and you're gonna go after that fire. You're gonna create something new and you're gonna bring it manifest into the 3D. So you have the King of Pentacles. So you have two kings, okay? You are mastering not only your fire, so this is where it goes, right? It's passion and career. Look at that. We had it right here with the Archangel Haniel saying renewed passion in love, life, and career. You've got passion, absolutely renewed passion right here. And this could also lead to, for some of you, to an actually new career and abundance, and in the 3D, getting a good amount of, you know, cha-ching coming your way. So this all, we were able to manifest when we are in a balanced state, and that's where it started. It starts with balance. So let's see what else we have. Oh my God. And then you definitely turn your luck around. Once you are balanced, once you have shed this old cycle, the wheel turns, the old must go and the new cycle must start. This begins with you. 100% this begins with you. So have trust in spirit, have faith that things are actually going to really work out beautifully in your favor. It is time to embrace change. We are entering the age of the Aquarius. Aquarius is all about reinventing. It's about innovation. It's about new things. Okay, so it's going to happen. The energies are there in the planetary, uh, excuse me, in the planets around us. So you are definitely transforming and starting. This is like everything new, okay? Everything new. And it's going to bring a little bit of unrest and make you nervous a little bit, but that's okay. We learn, we grow, we make mistakes, we get pick ourselves up and move forward. So Spirit is here to support you. So let's get you some advice cards. Oh, Owl Spirit, number 7. 7 is all about spirituality. You see clearly now. And whether you want to agree to this or not, I challenge you, you actually do. You know within your heart of your hearts, within your core, within your very core, that this, whatever thing you're going after, is not for you. You really see clearly now. Embrace it, okay? Absolutely embrace it. And see what's the other spirit card. There you go, Chameleon Spirit. It says act as if. And also look out if you see chameleons around, or if you hear an owl, or if you see these animal spirits in your dreams. These are signs that Spirit is trying to bring you messages and talk to you. These are confirmations. I would also highly recommend just like Google, just internet search on what these animal spirits mean. And just as I said, as soulmates, different guides, different animal spirits come into our lives at different times, the type of lesson and the type of transformation that we need. Okay, so this is really, you're really wise. Okay, again, there are two kings here. You're represented by two kings. So you ain't a noob at this. Okay, so don't let that hold you back. You really see things clearly now, and this number 5 is again change. And Chameleon Spirit says act as if. The best way to manifest is to start acting as if you are in the best place you can be. Feel it, right? The law of attraction, if you want to read up a little bit on that, and I would highly recommend that. And then I wanted to draw, Abraham Hicks' vibrational law of attraction card as an advice as well. And it says, my emotional set points can be changed. So this really talks about, you may feel disappointed sometimes, you may feel rejected or sad or heartbroken. Again, I hope not, but in some sort of those disappointments in life, you have the power to change how you feel. So let's read the message over here. Your set points are achieved by attention. There you go. Your set points are achieved by attention to a subject. We want you to understand the extreme value in deliberately achieving your own set points. And set points is like, how do you generally feel? That's like the baseline of your emotions, okay? Because once you expect something, it will come. This is similar to the Chameleon Spirit, act as if. Once you expect it, it will come. The details of it may play out differently, but the vibrational essence will always be an exact match. And this is again goes back to the main teachings that you don't attract things by just thinking of them. You have to believe them, right? Your desires and your belief systems cannot be different. You kind of, they have to be in harmony, and then you have to feel it to achieve it. So that's what this is saying. And you have the ability, 100%, you have the ability to change the way you feel. If you're feeling low someday, as I said, take a nap, put on your dancing shoes, put on loud music. Doing little things will get you out of a low emotional set point, and you'll be able to rise up in vibration. All right, so these are your messages, group one. Please drop me a comment. I would love to hear how this relates to you, and I wish you the very, very best. This is an amazing, transformative journey that we're seeing here. So, I like sending you much healing vibes, sending you much, much positive energy. And I will see you around next time. Much, much, much love and light, my friends. Take care for now. Bye bye. So, now we're going to move on to group number two, or for those people who chose this rose quartz. It's beautiful pink. So just going to put it over here, and let's see what Spirit has to say for you. Just give me a second as I grab my cards. Okay, there we go. All right, so group two, if this is your first time, these readings tend to be deep. These are really spiritual. I use around at least 6 or 7 oracle decks and then tarot to go along with it, and kind of get you towards the end, animal spirit guide advice and some inspiring things. So this is our master card. This is our master theme. So if you're drawn to group two or the rose quartz, this is the biggest message for you here right now. It's number 13. And in tarot, we kind of like to reduce the numbers. So you add them up. This adds up to a 4. This is the crow. And 4 is usually about home, right? So it is about foundation, right? How do you make I can't make a square with my hands, but there's 4 sides, right? This is your foundation. And when it talks about you, it is like, what is your core? What is your true self? What is your true foundation as a soul? It's what do you believe in? So the crow is, kind of known as the keeper of the universal law, and it's the law of truth. So as I said, what is your truth? What is your true north? The crow teaches us to walk our walk and talk our talk and really be authentic. And it really talks about speaking the truth no matter what. So and it also says, instead of searching truth, um, it encourages that we bring truth to every situation we find ourselves in. So that's the whole, it's really about finding the true north, always being true, always being fair, and using your power to co-create with truth. That's the universal law of the crow and the mystical shaman deck. So very, very powerful message. And it is all about, like, it also calls us to correct what is untrue in our life without judgment. Okay, without judgment at all. Let the truth set you free. This is what it's about. And the reason I want to emphasize this is, like, correcting. What is correcting? Look, it is no judgment whatsoever. We do things and take actions in our life based on our conscious evolution, right? Based on our experiences, based on where we are in life. And then, you may think 5 years ago, things that you were doing, you probably are no longer going to do that now, because you have evolved so much. You're going to do the same things in a very different way. So it's the same thing. Things that may seem true or your truth at that time may have evolved over time or today. And then the crow spirit is really calling you to see, like, acknowledge it. If something, for example, relationships, if you felt that you were with your soul tribe, okay, the group of friends that you may have had a few years ago, and again, this may not apply to everybody, but I'm getting a very strong message here, so I have to deliver it. Um, you may have been with a soul tribe a few years ago, and over the years, you may have felt that you no longer kind of resonate. Like, for example, the topics of conversations may have completely drifted off course. What they may want to talk and discuss about may not be your interest at all now. So that's what the Crow Spirit says. Like, look out for those things. They're not true to yourself anymore. Like if you're trying to fit in, you're not being your true self. So it's okay to stand in your power. And of course, very respectfully, it's just an evolution. There's nothing low, nothing high. You're not good, they're not bad, they're not good, you're not bad. Everybody is same. All souls are equal, but the evolution path may be different. So find your truth. What are areas in your life that you feel no longer hold true to you? And then just, be willing to change those without judgment, without judgment. It wasn't, bad that you had those, like going to my example. It's not bad on you for having those friends. No, 100%. Come together, soul tribes come together to learn and teach each other, and then over time they go different places. So anyway, sorry if this is your first time, these readings tend to be deep and I get a lot of channel messages. So let's roll. So there you go. So right now we have here and now. And as I was saying, this is a number 5. So you're going from a 4 to a 5. 5 is a number of change. It's a number of transforming, changing, big changes coming. But while that is happening, be here and now in this current situation. What is your true north? What is your truth? Like, go within and find your truth. Don't worry about the past. And usually we don't worry. We remember the past and then we regret the mistakes of the past, and we get in that energy of like, oh, I shouldn't have done so and so, blah, blah, blah in the past. So this pulls us down. It kind of, is like a draining energy. And then when we keep thinking of the future, oh my God, where am I headed? Where am I headed? That's anxious energy. So that pulls down your vibration as well. So Spirit is really saying, be here and now. You are changing. 5 is changes. You are growing. You are really progressing. So just embrace that and be present. That's what Spirit is saying. Let's see what else we have. Oh my God. Wow. When you do that, look at that. You will be rewarded. There is going to be serendipity all around you. You're going to find, and like Crow Spirit, ravens are big spiritual messengers. So if you see them around, it's a confirmation of message from Spirit, and Spirit is talking to you. But once you embrace your true self, and once you embrace the truth and you open up and really understand what you need to do, things are going to start shifting for you. The universe is going to step in and turn your luck around. Literally, serendipity, it's a clover leaf. It is going to things are just going to start falling in place, and you'll see one, what you may consider coincidence after another. It's just going to keep happening. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. Okay, there is something within that needs to change. So trust it. Trust it. You always know. And take your time making the decision. So Archangel Michael is telling you that you know exactly where to go. Don't get too anxious about it. Take your time. Changes do take time. We don't want it to be completely abrupt, and then again get into the energy of like, oh, I should have done things differently. So there is a little bit of a prompt from Archangel Michael to like take your time to make the decision. So it is done in a way that is to everybody's highest good. But no matter what, the big picture you already know within you. Whoo, counselor. So Archangel Azrael says, you are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. Now, some of you may actually be light workers, Reiki masters, massage therapists, or anything that's got to do with energy and flow and chakras and healers. Any of those uh, healing arts, so to speak. But most of you are just naturally that person that friends and family and neighbors, whoever, would come up to you to ask questions, like random questions, and you somehow are always helping people out. Look at that. So this is like this person's really giving higher self, giving healing energy. So whether you subscribe to the title or label of counselor or not, you are a natural, okay? People are drawn to you to ask these questions and really look up to you for some advice. And know that as you go through this change, as you speak your truth, as you may have to, for some of you, may have to walk away from a soul tribe that you resonated with in the past, know that you're safe. Okay, Archangel Michael is here. I draw from Archangel Michael deck, and this is the Oracle. This is completely separate deck, and Archangel Michael is showing up here again with his flaming sword here and telling you that I'm protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and your home. So don't worry at all. Be in that positive energy, embrace the change, follow your true north. Okay, let's see what Tarot has to say, and then we'll get the advice card. Oh, I need to take a breath. Beautiful grip too. Oh, serendipity, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. So your luck is turning. The wheel is turning. What was down must go up. What was up, and if it wasn't your truth, must go down. That's what Spirit is telling you directly. It is a time for change. Things are going to start moving pretty quickly. So, rest up, take care, heal yourself, and know that the changes are coming your way. This is absolutely beautiful. It is time to stop having to defend yourself all the time. It is time to um, drop all these boundaries that you may have had to create to deal with the people that don't resonate with you anymore. Okay, it is time to drop that. It's time to drop those defenses. And you got some extra cards here, so let's see. It is time to embrace and operate from your heart. The Queen of Cups is really somebody who creates from their heart, from their love, and from the truth of within, and it really is a very, very nurturing energy for you. So really, you're coming into this beautiful, nurturing energy, and then you have, oh my God, there are changes coming. Okay, you're being asked to take a leap of faith. You have the Fool. So how many? Two major arcana. Just like go with it. Take a leap of faith, and then you have. Oh my God, Hierophant is tradition. It is new way of life. It could be a new, let's say you join a new job, a new company. This is a new institution. This is a new group of people. This is a new way of life. So I think now that we're talking in a spirituality sense, this is you figuring out what is your spiritual practice, what is your spiritual belief at the end of the day. This is very, very powerful. You may have followed over your lifetime many different spiritual practices, many different spiritual leaders, like learn from different religions, whatever it is. But at this stage in your life, you are in a position to know exactly what is your truth, what works for you, and what practices don't resonate with you. Okay, no matter how widely accepted they may be. So really major transformations here. So let's get you two advice cards from animal spirit guides. And again, as we said, the crow and any other animal spirits, look out for them in your dreams. on social media, in a movie. You may watch them like on a billboard. Those are all signs. So look up their meanings and see what it means. So, and spirit. Again, number one, new beginning, and it says time to collaborate. So this is time to co-create with spirit. This is time to collaborate with spirit. You know what to do. You know which direction you're headed. Manifest it. Put it out there and manifest it. It's time to co-create with spirit. And then you have the parrot spirit. Okay, this is interesting. Watch your words. This is a number 9. This is very close to completion. So again, the whole theme here with the crow is truth. Okay, your truth and other people's truth and what you want to call out. So this is just saying sometimes truth can be a little sharp cutting. So it's just calling you to be extra kind with your words. That is all. It is not saying don't say the truth. There's always ways to articulate and to be tactful about it. But regardless, there is beauty and so much growth that comes from truth. So just watch your words, but still follow your truth. Okay. So let's get you one final card, which is the Abraham Hicks Teachings of Abraham. Talks about manifestation, law of attraction, and vibration. So let's see. The most powerful law in the universe, vibration. Every thought vibrates. Every thought radiates a signal, and every thought attracts a matching signal back. We call that process the law of attraction. The law of attraction says that which is like unto itself is drawn. Okay, so again, there are 2 cards that talk about the universal law. And what this really is saying is your beliefs have to match. I think I keep repeating this. I may have said this in your group or prior, but that's the one message that is coming through that came through for group 1 too, in case you want to watch that. But it's really, if you have a desire and you have a belief system that does not match the desire at all, you can't manifest it because the vibrations don't really match, right? So that's the most powerful law in the universe, is that your vibration has to match what you're desiring, and what your beliefs have to match it. Otherwise, you can't pull it in. And that comes from your truth, your core, what your belief systems are. So I know this is deep. Watch it again. I highly recommend it because there's a lot of messages in here. It's a really, really deep reading. But with that, I wish you much love and light. Please subscribe if the messages resonate. I mean, the subscriptions are totally free. And that also helps the channel. That helps me keep going. These are my absolute favorite readings to do. So I hope to see you next time around. Do drop me a comment, a like, subscribe, whatever. I would love to hear how this relates to your life, because that's a big collective and I'm getting a lot of messages. So with that, thank you. Much love and light, and I will see you next time around. With this, let's move on to group number 3, or people who chose this beautiful duality stone. It's almost like a duality, right? 2 colors here. It's really, really beautiful. I don't know what it is, but I just find it very pretty. Okay. So if you've skipped the others or intros, these readings tend to be really deep. These are my absolute favorite. If you haven't watched them before, I use quite a few oracle cards and tarot, and then get some animal spirit advice towards the end as well. So let's get started. Group 3. The first card here is from the Mystical Shaman Oracle, and all the decks are listed in the description, but this sets the tone. This really kind of sets the tone. Sorry, one second. For the entire reading. Think of it as the major theme that we're going to look at. So let's see what we have for group 3. Wow. Okay. I will explain what this is. Now, and again, number 9, very close to completion. It's the Sweat Lodge. The Sweat Lodge represents the womb of Mother Earth, of Gaia. Okay. It's kind of like if you think of kind of like in a super simple terms, like a sauna. Okay, you may, traditionally what happens, you have like hot volcano rocks, there's absolute darkness, and people sit around and basically you just sweat out. And what you're doing is you're sweating out and detoxing from old habits, old beliefs, and you heal the body and the mind. That's what happens. So, and then so what it really says is that when you humbly return to the womb of the mother, you're offered second chances. Okay, so long story short, this is a time of second chances. There are big changes probably coming. Let's look at what the other cards have to say. But this is a time of transformation. This is a time to journey inward into the dark hidden places of your soul and then reconnect with the ancient earth wisdom. Okay, so some of you may be earth signs, or you may actually enjoy hikes and going for a run, or just being by the water, lakes or streams or ocean, whatever. You may enjoy being around earth elements. And usually if you look at it, it looks like a fire in the middle, right? So you're also encouraged to meditate in the dark with just like a candle, and just like cleanse the space and invite what messages come through from spirit. So whew, I told you these are going to be deep. These readings tend to be really deep. So let's get going and see what we have coming. You are blessed. 22 is a master number. We don't reduce the master number, so we're going to take it. 22 is 1111, added twice. Yeah. And it says blessed. Okay. So look at this. If you can see, it's like a little fairy coming out of a shell, right? So you're truly blessed. This does all like literally looks like she's coming out of, like a sack. So it looks like a birth or a rebirth. So your spirit team is really looking out for you at this time as you may be going through some changes. So let's see. And you've kind of come to a realization, you've grown to the level that you have a lot of discernments and understanding that all that glitters is not gold. You also understand this is not the time to, have our masks on and pretend everything is picture perfect. That's not what's important in life. You have gone through some experiences in your journey where you understand that some things, it's like the standards and expectations we may set in society are not all they're set to be. So you've grown already in your life journey. You have been through some darkness and you have kind of come out into rebirth. Oh wow. Yes, look what I said. This is time to leave this unhealthy situation. So Archangel Michael is telling you, what parts of your life do you need to focus more closely right now? And kind of like this little prayer here. Thank you for helping me hear your answers and for giving me the courage to make healthy changes in my life. So 100% there is some rebirth happening here. There is it's like waking up. I think you're waking up to thinking, I've come so far and I just don't relate to it anymore. Okay, that's what this is. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation, whatever area of life this may be for you. Work, finances, it's a job, institution. Is it a certain spiritual practice or religious practice that you no longer resonate with? Is it a relationship? Is it, the soul tribe that you thought were your soul tribe? What may it be? Do watch number one if you want, because there was a lot of messages around moving away from the older soul tribes and come into connection with the new. So if you want to go ahead and listen to that as well. And then Archangel Michael is reminding you self-respect. Okay, dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see myself as you see me. Okay, this is what spirit really values you, even though you don't. They love you exactly the way you are, exactly where you are in your journey. So you need to embrace it. Okay. Thank you for honoring and respecting me. Please guide me to do the same for myself, and grant me the courage to speak up on my own behalf. I ask for your protection in all of my relationships so that I am surrounded by loving and kind people. Okay, it all comes from within. It all comes from your love for yourself, and that's how you grow. That's how you bloom. That's your soul purpose. Every soul incarnates on earth, and our job is to really take care of our soul and thrive. But we often give to others, we don't give to ourselves. So we create this negative karma for us because our karma, our dharma, is really to take care of ourselves. That is really big. It's a very hard thing to understand. It took me, I don't know what, decades to realize that self-sacrifice and serving others and not taking care of myself is actually bad karma that I was creating for my own self. So this is for some of you out there. Okay, teaching and learning. Archangel Zadkiel says, keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach those ideas to others. So again, look at how, the angel is holding a book. There's a flame here, the flame of knowledge. So it's all about knowledge. And this doesn't have to be academia. For some of you, it may be. You may have passions to go back to school or learn a new skill and get good at it, and maybe that becomes your passion and it becomes your business, and then you teach it to others, whatever it may be. But for others of you, these are actual spiritual beliefs that you may find that are changing for you over time. And this is why you're here to learn about spirit messages. There are second chances, 100%. And there'll be multiple second chances in our lifetime. As long as we respect ourselves, we are authentic, spirit always, always supports that. The universe always rewards that. And then here you go. So some healing, Archangel Jophiel says, go outside, spend time outdoors, get some fresh air and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Okay. So there is a sense of healing here. There is rebirth. There is, coming out of the darkness. So you do need to rejuvenate, and Gaia, Mother Earth, is the best way to get the most fresh energy for you. So if that's something that you would like to give, just go for a walk and see how you feel. All right. Oh, I need to take a breath. This is beautiful. So let's see what tarot has to say. You have the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana. So the wheel is turning, okay? It is 100% turning. It is time. It is time to leave this unhealthy situation, whatever that might be, whatever that might be, okay? Spirit is really calling you to love yourself, have self-respect, and you know that it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. If you feel comfortable, do comment below on what this is about. But what has been down must come up, and what was up and not authentic must come down. That's what it came down. Damn, right there. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is. But once you embrace that, the luck turns and everything just starts turning around beautifully. Okay, what's the other thing here? It has been an uphill battle. So here's the thing. I remember the example I said, like, self-sacrificing and giving to others. That's where we're constantly using our energy and just expending it and expending it and expending it and not regaining it back. So it's a very, very exhausting energy, and that's what this kind of shows me here, that this knight is tired. If you see in other tarot decks, the knight is still on a horse on a flat ground. It's barren, but he's still on a horse. Look in this deck. It is uphill. He is walking with the bear. He's not sitting on the bear. So they're both exhausted. So what this says is like, it is time to end this uphill battle. It is not doing you any good. Okay? It is time to rest. It's time to rejuvenate. And even if, like, look, free will, at the end of the day, you have free will. I am no one to tell you what to do. I just read the messages and channel messages as they come through. So even if you do choose to continue on this path, all Spirit is saying is take a rest, spend some time outdoors, rejuvenate, and then by all means get back on that path, right? If that's what your soul calls you to do, 100%, that's what you should do. But the way I see the energies here is like this must change. The wheel of fortune is turning. It is time to end this uphill battle. Let's see what else we have. Because, yeah, there is a big change coming. Okay, this is Tower, another major arcana. Things that have not been built on a solid foundation will eventually fall. Now, whether you choose it yourself, and that's when it's the least disruptive, is when we take the decision or make the decision to, like, okay, this is no longer authentic to me and I would like to change this. And it may look disruptive to others, doesn't matter. But when you do that, you have a lot more control of all the elements. And over time, when and look, I've been there, there's no judgment whatsoever. So know that I come from love. Know that I come from a lot of kindness and love and respect in my heart for you, if this is what you're going through. A lot of times, myself included, we close our eyes. We look the other way. We just go with all that glitters because that's what expected of us. We try to keep it picture perfect. Everything looks perfect on the surface, but underneath, we know that the foundation probably has termites in it. It's just getting eaten away. So that's all I'm saying. I know I apologize. The messages are a little harsh here, but as I said, with much love and no judgment from me. I like definitely am sending you a lot of positive healing energy, but this is coming and you're being called to actually take this and make it proactive instead of the universe having to move it, because then it's more of a shock. Then it's more of it's like you don't see it coming, right? Okay. Yeah, you're being called to take a different perspective. Like, how many major arcanas? One, two, three already. And you got some extra cards in this for this group. So the Hanged Man is like, you got nothing to worry about. Just take a different perspective. Completely different perspective. Go into a meditative state and really see, like, pause. This person is just hanging there. They're just hanging, figuring things out, waiting for the awakening to happen, waiting for the enlightenment to come. And they choose to go within. They choose to take a break from the facade, from the responsibilities. And I'm not saying responsibilities, but from the expectations. They choose to take a different perspective. And that's what Spirit is telling you here. Like, take a different perspective. Think about the long term. Think about how your soul is thriving. And then, oh my God, Gaia, you guys are really strongly connected to Mother Earth. You have Earth Womb, you have Go Outdoors. There was another one here with the self-respect as well. You've got the Fairy, and then you have Empress. Empress she is the mother of all the queens in tarot. She has passion, which is the wands. She has the cups, which is love, emotions. She's got air, intellect, which is a sword, so she's extremely, extremely smart. And she's got the pentacle, which is actually physical, materialistic abundance in life. So she has all the elements. And once you just look at this, just look at how it turns around for you. The wheel turns, you give up the uphill battle, you make real changes, you take a completely different direction in life, and look at how much growth that you will see or you will create. Spirit is rewarding you, universe is rewarding you for coming out and carving this new path for yourself. So I literally have goosebumps. Oh my God, hats off, hats off. So let's get you some advice. And again, these are animal spirit cards. If you see these spirits or animals in your dreams, on a billboard, on social media, in a movie, know that that's like a way of spirit talking to you. Wow, you have the swan spirit. Number 60 boils down to a 6, which is all about progression, success, growth. And it says time to take a deep dive. So swan is someone who dives really deep to go for the fish. And the analogy is dive deep within to figure out what is your true self. Detox from things that are your shadow side. Embrace them. Do not ignore them. They're a part of you. We all have light and shadow side, and shadow side is like sometimes when we're turning our face the other way, knowing there are problems. So that's what it's saying, is like dive deeper into it. Go for it. Do not be afraid. Let it shine. Peacock spirit. That's a 10, completion, a 1, new beginnings. Let yourself shine. This is gorgeous. Oh my God, look at that. Look at so much earth energy here. This is amazing. So, this is from Abraham Hicks, about manifestation, vibration, like attracts like. So let's get a message from Abraham Hicks saying, I will reach for the best feeling thought I have access to. So no matter where you are, always strive for, okay, well, how can I change this? If you're feeling low, do something small to like switch out of that. So let me read the message on the back. It says, always be reaching for the feeling of relief that comes when you release a more resistant thought and replace it with a more allowing, better feeling thought. The stream of well being is always flowing through you. And the more you allow it, the better you feel. The more you resist it, the worse you feel. So, really, it's saying, keep reaching for the best feeling thought. Just keep raising your vibration. And again, little things will help. Just taking a walk, listening to music, taking salt baths, meditating with a candle, any of those are going to actually really slowly raise your vibration. And that's when you're like really going to come up and bloom. So, group 3, I hope this helped. This is really, really beautiful. Really deep messages in there. Drop me a comment. I'll be happy to like respond to your question. I've been through this journey, so I really, my heart goes out to you. It is not an easy journey, but this is the time to step into this Empress energy and really, really let it shine. Let it shine. That's what I want you to take away from all of this. So I wish you the very best, the absolute best. Much love and light. I'm sending you healing and positive vibes. And I will see you next time around. Remember to subscribe and support me. I would really, really appreciate it. Take care, my friends. Bye for now.